Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of the mathematics called domain. So domain, first of all let me define what exactly domain is. So domain, we say that all acceptable values of the function. This is, we say, domain of any function. Now to understand it bit formally, let us say we have a 4-seater car. So in that 4-seater car, maximum 4 people can be seated. So the capacity of car is 4, or all acceptable values of the passengers that car can take is 4, sorry, since it is a 4-seater car. If it is a 50-seater bus, then all acceptable values of that bus will be maximum 50. So in this way, in mathematics also, function has certain limitations, that in suppose a function can take this value only in a certain range of values only. So that is called the domain of the function. So all acceptable values is called domain of the function. Let us discuss bit mathematics now. Y equal to fx is the way of representation of any function. Here y equal to fx means a function is in variable x, that is x square plus 5x plus 6, or any function or any expression which contains x, we generally call that as a function of x. This is called the input side, which is on the right hand side of inequality, and on the left hand side of inequality, on the left hand side of equality rather, we have output side. Input side is the side in which we can feed the values of the variable, and corresponding to the feeded values of the variable, we will get the output values or the value of the function. So this is basically the composition, the structure of a function. Let us solve few examples to start how we solve the domain of function. Let us say y equal to x is a function and we need to find the domain of this function. Now we will look at this input side and then analyze that what set of values or which are the values we can feed into this system x, so that the overall system, that is y equal to x, is always defined. We see that whatever value of this x we substitute in the real number range, we will find the corresponding value of output y. That is, the function is defined for every value of x. Say we substitute x equal to 0, we will get y equal to 0. When we substitute x equal to minus 100, we will get y equal to minus 100, and so on. So there is no problem in substituting values of x. For every value, the function will be defined. So in this case, domain, we define it as all real values. Let us take another example, y equal to 2x plus 7. We need to find the domain of this function also. Again, look at this input side, that is the right hand side of equality. Whatever the value of x we substitute, correspondingly we will get the value of y, that is the value of the function. Again here also, even we substitute x equal to 0, we will get y equal to 7. If we substitute x equal to say minus 1 lakh, corresponding to that we will get the value of function y. Here also there is no constraint on this function, on this variable x, that we can't substitute this value in this function, because whatever value we substitute in this function, whatever value of x we substitute in this function, will get the function defined on these. So domain of this function is also all real values. Let us take another example, y equal to 1 by x, and we need to find the domain of the function. Again, look at this function. Now there is a problem. This is a function where x, that is the variable, is in denominator. So we can't substitute x equal to 0. If we substitute x equal to 0, then we'll have y equal to 1 upon 0. Y equal to 1 upon 0 will be undefined. So this function has a problem when x equal to 0. Problem means that whensoever the function is undefined, we call that point or that values or that range of values at the problematic values. Okay. So domain of this function will definitely be all values other than 0. Now let us see whether there is any other value of x other than 0 which is creating problem or not. So other than 0 there is no as such value of x for which this function will be undefined. All the values of this function in the real number range, when we substitute other than 0 of course, will have the function y as always defined. So domain of this function will be all real values. Now this is called other than. You can say that minus also, but all real values other than. Now in this bracket I am going to put all those values of this variable x for which this function will be undefined. Here there is only a single value, x equal to 0. So the domain of the function is all real values other than 0. Similarly, if there is a function y equal to root of x, we need to find the domain of this function. Now we know that square root of any function or square root is defined only when the values inside the square root is greater than or equal to 0. If the square root becomes negative, that is the quantity inside the square root becomes negative, then this function will be undefined. So the domain will be all positive real number including 0. So we'll say that when we have to find domain of the function, we will say all values from 0 to infinity. Now in the coming chapters I will let you know that how this open and close bracket we place. For the time being, just for the sake of understanding, this is called the close bracket or the square bracket, and this is called the open bracket. Okay, 0 is included because for x equal to 0 this function is defined. That's why 0 is included. Now at this point at infinity I have this open bracket because infinity is not a number, it is just a notion of representing a very large number. If we include infinity in a square bracket, then that number will not be infinity because we have reached to that point. Infinity is basically a point which is unreachable. That's why this open bracket is placed. So this is overall the crux of the chapter, domain. We are going to find domain of different functions also. There will be some complicated functions also for which we have to find the domain. But the crux of this chapter is this only. I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you. This lecture rather. So we'll see the further details of this chapter in next lectures.